Well, here we are, less than 48 hours until the first election day polls open, and you can bet party leaders are using every last minute to try and sell their message to voters. Now, as they embark on this final weekend blitz targeting some key battleground ridings, CBC News is also confirming that a consulting firm created a social media campaign to negatively target one of the leaders.
This story first reported in the Globe and Mail, and the social media campaign designed to make the Conservatives look better to voters by painting the People's Party of Canada and its leader as intolerant. Now, CBC News spoke to a source who has direct knowledge of this project and shared internal documents with us. And it shows that Warren Kinsella and his consulting firm, Daisy Group, carried this out. Now, he's a former Liberal strategist. Someone who's now very critical of the Trudeau government. And the documents we saw show that the firm's strategy was to, quote, seek and destroy Bernier's party. And to do that by creating a Twitter account under the guise of an anti-racism group, and then to push Bernier and his party off their message and have them defend against hate speech and racist comments. He was asked on 8 different occasions, what his comments were to explain this story, this controversy, and he didn't answer. Take a listen.
Have you and or your party hired Warren Kinsella's firm to do anything this election campaign?
Just as a rule, we don't make comments on vendors that we may or may not have contracts with.
Why can't you be transparent about that?
It's just we don't offer comments on contracts that may or may not exist on vendors that we may or may not have a relationship with.
Is it a rule you just made up?
We don't make comments on contracts that we may or may not have or vendors that we may or may not have engaged with.
And again, one of my colleagues asked if Liberal leader Justin Trudeau had said that. Would you accept that answer?
It's we don't make comment on contracts that we may or may not have.
Hi, Mr. Trudeau. Since your multiple use of blackface became an international scandal, Canada's international reputation has been irreparably harmed. Have you reached out to any African leaders or any leaders from the Middle East to apologize for your conduct?
Canada will continue to engage in a positive, constructive way around the world, standing up for human rights, engaging with leaders right around the world, because we know that promoting our values and prosperity for everyone around the world is good for Canadians and creates better opportunities for everyone.
So that didn't answer the question at all. Have you spoken to any African leaders or leaders from the Middle East to apologize for your personal conduct?
I have continued to engage with leaders around the world in a responsible way during an election campaign. My focus is connecting with Canadians, as I was able to tonight. And I was very pleased to see so many of the questions turn to the environment.
I'm McGregor, CTV News. Scheer, you say you want to restore ethics to government, you want to be transparent. I find it astounding you can't answer that basic question, whether you hired this company or not. Why does the great privacy or secrecy about this? Why can't you be transparent with Canadians about this contract?
As a general rule, when it comes to
what's the general
party
rule?
matters,
What is the general rule?
when it relates to party matters, we don't comment on contracts we may or may not have.
Earlier today, you were questioned about how many times you have appeared in blackface or brownface. I'll make it easy. Is it possible to round to the nearest 5? Okay. I'm not going to make light of the situation. I don't think it's something that we should be making light of. I think far too many people in this country face discrimination.
Why? It's we don't offer comments. We don't make comments on contracts that may or may not exist.
You should be transparent. Why can't you answer this question?
When it comes to internal party matters, when it comes to contracts that may or may not exist, we don't offer comments. Thanks very much, everyone. Merci beaucoup.
1. Don't like a question? Change it to a different question. 2. Use vague yet committal vocabulary. 3. Imply that the interviewer is too stupid to understand the real answer. 4. Change the subject and talk about something dreadful your opponents have done. And finally, 5. Give an answer that's so confusing, nobody knows if you've said anything at all.